Michael Weatherly spent 13 years playing Special Agent Anthony DiNozzo on the hit CBS series. You remember NCIS? Now he's taking on another role in the new CBS show, Bull Weatherly. It's called Bull. His name is Weatherly. He plays Dr. Jason Bull, the founder of a successful trial consulting firm. Now, this character combines psychology skills with technology to help predict and influence trial verdicts.
Out of this jury pool, you're going to get 3 not guilty votes. Juror number 4, diamond earrings, platinum bracelet. She is giving Brandon the benefit of the doubt because she thinks he's too pampered to kill anyone. Juror number 7, college frat boy, basically, wants to be Brandon. And juror number 11, our rebel without a cause. He's siding with Brandon on principle, but he'll crater under pressure.
That is a fact.
Is that right?
Yes.
By a show of hands, after hearing that opening, how many find the defendant not guilty?
Pete Peters.
Dr. Jason Bull.
And Dr. Jason Bull calls it right. Michael Weatherly joins us once again at the table. Congrats, because I'm already predicting success. I'll already do that. I saw the first episode.
Well, that's important.
Nice job.
The
Nice
Vegas,
job. Yeah.
you just tilted the odds in Vegas.
Yeah, that'll get you a bag of potato chips.
seal of approval from Dr. King.
Let's talk about this, Michael, because it's loosely based on Dr. Phil's earlier career as a trial consultant. But you say, I'm not playing Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
think
you
it's
met him.
an important distinction
Yeah.
because sometimes, you know, you come to a show and you look at it through the prism of, like, for The Good Wife, you might look at it through the Spitzer prism and think that this is a show about Elliot and what happened, and it's not. And it's not even about Spitzer at all, you know, and I think that how you come into a show is really important. And Paul Attanasio wrote this pilot with Phil, and Paul, you know, co-created House, which is about an iconoclastic maverick guy in the medical community who's outside of the normal flow of things. And Rodrigo Garcia directed the pilot, who did In Treatment for HBO, and Gabriel Byrne played an analyst.
But what did you learn about Phil trying to do this role?
Well, what I learned is that there's, and I have been through therapy myself. I'm on my 2nd marriage, and I've learned that
How's it going?
you know, Phil is a guy who gets human behavior, and while he does distill it and crystallize it and make it simple to understand, human beings, I think you wouldn't have a news show every morning if we were simple. So trying to crystallize that and make it comfortable to listen to or understand is Phil's area of expertise.
He created a job where there really wasn't a job.
Oh, yeah. I
in
mean,
the
if you
day.
can imagine, he's a little P.T. Barnum, a little flim-flam, a little Machiavelli, and I think...
Your character or Dr. Phil?
I think, yes. I think when you watch Bull, you have to understand that the title implies it is his name, but it also, and strong like Bull, but I think that it also implies that there might be a level of flim-flammery going on.
But how much of it is science and
Well, this is amazing to think about. When you're looking back at let's say the 90s, and you were going to go out with somebody, you would trust maybe you met them through somebody, or you met them at the table next to you in a restaurant. There was no Google, there was no Facebook, there was no Twitter, there was no... Now, when you go out on a date with somebody, you have a data dive on them, right? Before you've even really met them,
you're like, go Google them and see what
you're like, so your cousins are in Minnesota, you know, is that, you know? And we now live in a world where there's huge, and I mean, everyone is finding out about it. I mean, when did you think you were going to read emails between 2 former Secretary of States? And you can just Google a Sony hack and read through executives' emails. We live in a world where transparency, like it or not, is, you know, and Russian hackers and everything.
I think that's so fascinating to think about as Gail's about to go to jury duty today.
Oh,
yeah, to think about.
You, Gail.
Yeah,
Good for me?
Yes.
Yes, they said, you know, Miss King, you're delinquent. You better get your butt down here today. So I will be there today.
Good, good. Well,
Yes.
I wonder what Bull would make of you on a jury.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I think we'd want you on that jury.
I could be unbiased. I could be unbiased.
Are you saying
I'd
you're-
actually think I'd be a good juror.
Are you suggestible?
Yes, suggestible, yes.
Nope.
I think she's compassionate.
I think I'm very compassionate.
compassionate.
And I think I'm very fair.
And what about
But this is about Bull.
The big takeaway for me playing the part was that he's a very compassionate guy who emotionally plugs into people. And it actually surprised me when we were doing a scene. I started having tears in my eyes working with this kid, and I thought, oh, Bull is more
But it
interesting
gives
than
us little nuggets of truth in the show, too. That's what I thought was so
brilliant.
interesting.
Oh, yes. I learned how to solve a panic attack.
On the show.
Thank you,
For
Michael.
real, for real. For real. Michael Weatherly. Do you miss Anthony DiNozzo?
Sometimes late at night.
Okay.
He was a good drinking buddy.
But now we're thinking about Jason Bull. You can see Michael in the premiere of Bull this Tuesday night at 9, 8 Central right here on CBS. Here's to good drinking buddies.